Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How are you guys doing today? My name is Rex, and this is your Daily Chat Season 2, Episode 53 for February the 21st, 2017. How's everybody doing today, and what is going on? I'm joined by Winter. How you doing, Winter?
I'm doing okay.
I hate to say this, but you're pretty much becoming my de facto co-host.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sure you're on pins and needles for that. How could you not be, right?
It's like all my dreams have come true.
Hey, don't you sass me, okay? Who wouldn't want to be on this show with all of this right here? Just all of it. Billy. But yeah,
Well,
no,
you definitely are enjoying it.
a little bit more than I should. Yeah, I'll agree to that. So, we're actually live on both twitch.tv and beam.pro, and for the first time in like 2.5 weeks, I get to say there's actual news. Not the greatest news, and not one I'm actually really anxious to talk about, but still news nonetheless. And I think maybe we should just start with the biggest story of today. Yes? I
Yes.
think so. So we all want to try and see what the future is, and we all want to try and see what the next big thing is, and UPS is no different. So UPS today unveiled its first prototype of the drone. That's right, it's going to have drones similar to Domino's Pizza, 7-Eleven, and Amazon. Actually, we'll come back to that. No, the real big story of today is actually a streamer who passed away. And his name is POS Hybrid. And during a 24-hour charity stream for, what was it? Make-A-Wish? It was Make-A-Wish Children's Charity. At hour 22, got up and I believe was going for a smoke and passed away. And somebody
I'm sad now.
Wow.
What?
Oh my god. Somebody hit the I'm sad now button on Beam.pro.
That
And
would be me.
It's so apropos to do, but at the same time so inappropriate. Oh, that's funny. That was you that did that?
Yes.
Oh my god. But yes, a Twitter user by the name of Pompous Magnus. Not sure what relation this person has to the streamer. Actually, very small Twitter user. But they came on and said, unfortunately, I have to report that POS Hybrid _WOT passed away yesterday. Shame to lose such a charitable streamer. And he was, I guess, a World of Tanks streamer. But, God, that's the first time I've ever seen something like that happen. I've never heard of somebody dying on air on Twitch. I've heard of somebody getting so plastered drunk that they pass out on air. I'd have no idea about that. But yeah, I've never heard of somebody dying on air. And you got to think I don't know how big this user's channel was, but big enough where people noticed, that he died. What do you think?
I think it's very unfortunate, especially the timing of it, doing the charity stream and everything. So
Yeah, I know. For Make-A-Wish, I've been an avid, I've been known as an anti-charity streamer. Now, that's not to say I'm anti-charity. I'm just an anti-charity streamer, meaning I don't want to dedicate, 24 hours of my life to a cause that I have no relation or affiliation with. But that's a personal choice, not any other one than that. But I commend the people who do take the time to be charity streamers. Especially the ones like Make-A-Wish, Project Water, 8-Bit Salute, and Operation Supply Drop. Those are the four. If I had to pick a charity to back, those are the four I'd be backing. Because children deserve it, because children by most natures aren't inherently evil. Might be annoying, but not evil. You have Project Water, which is, giving water to countries like Africa. And then you have 8-Bit Salute and Operation Supply Drop, which are for the troops. And god damn it, you should support the troops. The troops are everything.
Yeah.
You disagree? Was that a no I heard?
No, I agree with all of that.
The only ones I'm really anti against are like video games for kids. I'm like, oh my god. Okay, look, kids have enough video games. They have parents for that. Like the whole like we're in the video game industry, so we need to keep promoting video games is becoming a little bit played out by this stage in the game. And I like to see, you know, like Make-A-Wish is great. Like look at John Cena. John Cena's granted so many Make-A-Wish kids. Even the Big Show has, but I can't just get behind the video games one. Which charities do you support?
I don't like. I mean, I think anything to do with children, definitely. And like, if you want to donate to Shriners, I think that's like something that's like, from my personal experience, I think helping out things like the Shriners Hospital is an amazing thing to do because I've been through that. I've been through that with my son, and if you want to see some families who really need somebody and need some help, that's where to put it right there.
Everybody needs somebody. That's why I have you. I'm sorry. Actually,
It's okay.
I have no idea what Shriners does. I've always heard of them because they're the dudes who ride in little cars with the fez hats, aren't they?
Basically, but what they do is they have like hospitals that are like around the country, and it's all based on donations, like 100%, and they help people for free. Yeah, they help children for free who need things like with what happened with my son. So
okay, I had no idea. I'm a huge fan of the St. Jude's Hospital. I think St. Jude. I'm not opposed to donating to a good cause. Absolutely not. And I think if I could afford to, I would absolutely donate to St. Jude's. Like that is such a great cause to just be part of. Do you know anything about St. Jude's?
that I don't know.
St. Jude's is a hospital from what I heard, because they actually had a representative from St. Jude's on Dropped Frames last year. Because on Twitch, there's what's called charity season, where like for a month, all these big streamers will get together and they'll just do stuff for St. Jude's Hospital, like raise all this money. In fact, let's put it this way. In the St. Jude's month, the combined streamers raised enough to run the hospital for 1 day. To put this in perspective, St. Jude's endowment is about $800 million. I think it's something like that. So it's about $2 million a day just to run the hospital. And they actually raised enough to run it for a day, which is insane when you think about it. It's people playing video games raising $2 million.
That is crazy.
Like that's nothing to really scoff at. Right? So you see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, I think it's great for those type of causes, and I would absolutely give to a St. Jude's cause otherwise. So what else did you do today? Because today's your day off, so you didn't really have much to do. You played Overwatch until the season, right up until the very end of the season, which I can only commend you for your bravery on that one.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. But I won all the games I played this afternoon, so I got back my SR up till 1500. So
did you?
Ended on a good note. Yeah.
Wow. I actually, after 3 seasons, finally got enough points to buy a weapon.
What, a gold weapon?
Yeah, a gold weapon.
Oh, you suck.
What? Don't you have enough?
Not yet. No.
Aw, look who's a little plebling.
Shut up.
Maybe it's because you weren't gold for 3 seasons in a row. Kabam! It's funny. You know what's so sad is gold is nothing to even be that proud about. Gold is such a worthless pleb level of accomplishment. Now, for you, it's actually for you, gold is the equivalent to if I got diamond. It's that kind of it's that kind of latitudinal shift. So you should actually be from where you started to where you ended. You should absolutely be proud of yourself. 100%.
I started season 3 in the 800s.
You started season 3 at a rank I didn't even know existed, legitimately.
Yeah, it was below.
You were below silver. I think you started in the copper league or the bronze league or whatever.
The bronze league, yeah, bronzy. It was almost below bronze. It was almost ball sack league. It was so bad.
Oh God, Yeah, so like you started there, you ended in gold. You should absolutely be proud of yourself. There's no doubt about it. But for me, I started in silver, ended in gold. Not as much to be proud about there. Kind of wish I did a little bit better, but you can't win them all, right?
What's above gold?
Platinum. Platinum is next, and then I think is diamond, and then masters, and then like double masters, double diamond, and all these like ski slope style naming conventions.
I would like to get to platinum and then hope that by the time we get to platinum league, people start using voice chat and aren't total fucking potatoes every game.
You have very high hopes, honey. Like you have just the highest of hopes for people. Which never lose that. It makes you adorable. Don't let life beat you down like it beat me.
Well, when you get to gold, the matches are definitely harder, and you have to really work harder to win them. But you still have people that like have played Mercy for 2 hours and won't come off of her when the whole team's telling you, telling you, the person who's been playing Mercy for 70 hours to have her.
Yeah. Oh man, Although speaking of Mercy for 70 hours. I showed you that song earlier today where the guy cuts together all of Jeff Kaplan's words and like makes a song out of it. Can't say that was hilarious.
That's hilarious. You should put that up on your broadcast. That was so worthy of my time. I would,
but I'm so afraid Blizzard might like go after it and take it down. So I don't want to risk it.
But I was like, seriously, like, oh my god, this is gonna be a review of somebody bashing Conan, and Rex is sending it to me just so I will not play the game. So like I watch it, I'm like, okay, this is good.
In all fairness, Conan is a pretty garbage game.
It's not though. It's good when it works on your computer.
Yeah, but you let me know when that actually happens.
It was working well today until I got lost in the city and like killed by a snake, and then my whole client crashed and locked my computer up.
Oh, that sucks. I was wondering too, because I'm like, I looked up and like you were playing, and I looked up again and you weren't playing anymore. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, did she get bored already? Oh, water, glorious, glorious water. My entire house smells like rotisserie chicken right now. It smells so good. Like I'm in the basement, but because I have a vent that goes upstairs to the second floor just above my head. I can smell the rotisserie chicken quinoa. Oh god, so good.
Everybody heard that? He's an old man in his basement playing on his computer.
Oh, absolutely I am, 100%. And I used to be so ashamed of it. Now I just own it. Like I remember, man, I was so scared when I started streaming. I was so scared of like, because I was the guy playing in his mom's basement and all that. And my very first cast, my mom came down to get me for dinner, and I was like, I was such a dick, and man, every day. Like, and this happened 2 years ago. Every day I wake up and feel bad about it. Every single day, without fail.
Well, that just means you love your mommy.
Oh, absolutely I do. 100%. My mom means more to me than absolutely anyone in this world, without exception. Okay, actually, maybe there might be one exception. That's my, like, homeless rabbit I adopted, but that's a rabbit, though, so.
Yeah.
Bugs holds a very special place in my heart. In fact, my sister hates the rabbit because I take better care of the rabbit than I do, like, anyone else in my family. In fact...
Do you have the rabbit now?
No, he's a homeless rabbit. He wanders around and just comes to my house to, like, eat free food.
Oh, okay.
He's essentially a college student.
Got it.
But yeah, so, like, I feed him... I buy, like, a bag of carrots to put out. I feed him broccoli. And I'll actually, like, research what can rabbits eat so I don't feed him something bad. And my sister cannot believe it because I was so scared. I'm like, I'm feeding him so many carrots. I bought like those little mini carrots that you can buy.
Yep.
Okay, I bought a bag of those. And I was just throwing them up by the handfuls. And I looked it up. I'm like, okay, how many can I give him before it becomes bad? And they're like, okay, don't give too many carrots to a rabbit because they could become diabetic. And I told my sister this, and she's like, wait a minute. She's like, you actually looked up the health risks for a homeless rabbit, for a wild rabbit.
Right.
She's like,
that's adorable.
She's like, have you even wondered if mom or I are diabetic? I'm like, no, I don't care about you two. I'm like, I care about my rabbits.
That's crazy.
My rabbit is adorable. He is so, like, okay, not when he's like stretching. When he's stretching, he looks really weird. But like, there was points where he came in, okay, and he dug four separate beds for himself in what has to be a 6-foot span. He dug 4 separate beds. And there's days where he would just move from he would just hop from bed to bed and just hang out there for literally 8 hours a day. Like he treated hanging out at my house like it was his full-time job. In fact, he actually showed better dedication to his job than I do to my job. And then there's other days he'd be so relaxed he'd just be stretched out, like completely stretched out, like just sleeping in the yard. I'm like, aw, I love my rabbit. Sorry, what'd you say?
Now I want to see a picture of your rabbit.
Do you have God. Let me see here. Let me see. I have pictures on my phone. Oh, I finally replaced my antivirus today. Because my Avast was expiring in 5 days. And apparently these companies really like to pester you to renew it. So I'm like, you know what, screw it, and I just replaced the entire thing.
What are you using now?
I'm using I bought the Humble Bundle for a software package back in December, and I got something called Bitdefender. And when I actually typed in top 10 antivirus systems of 2017, Bitdefender came up as one of the only ones that checked all of the boxes for the criteria. So I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
so I use that now.
Bitdefender's really good. I can speak for them.
Oh, do you? Okay, cool. Here, do you have a smartphone?
I have an iPhone.
Okay, you want me to just text you the picture?
Can you from Canada?
Yes, I can. Wow.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, I live in Canada, not Mexico.
I don't know what the international text messaging rates are.
I send it over Wi-Fi. Because I'm at home right now. I'm not out roaming around.
I'll send this to you as a personal message in Discord, so it's not
fine.
like to everybody in your room.
Literally everyone in my room is all my friends. So, in fact, one of the people in my Discord friends list is actually the #1 South American streamer for a particular game. There we go. Got it. Okay, cool. So let's send you this picture. Oh, man. But yeah, that was the big story of today, was the fact that this poor streamer just passed away live on air. Very sad.
And if you go in his room right now, it is so full with users. It's so many people in there. I didn't see. It doesn't show because he's not live, like how many people are in there, but like so many people are in there right now, including a member of the Twitch staff.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's whose room you're in. Okay, I follow.
Yeah.
I follow now. Ah, damn it. Dang it. I went to go hit attach and hit the X next to it, which closed out your number.
Good job.
I know, right? I totally potatoed that one up. So over the last few days, since I haven't been doing the daily chat, I have still been streaming. I still have not missed a day of streaming since the anniversary show, which, hey, you know what? Good for me, right?
Yay.
I agree. That is a copy of my assignment, not my bunny. Where's my bunny? Hang on, I'm just trying to send you a picture of a bunny and not a picture of a hot chick. I have quite a few on my phone. Hey man, you gotta keep these things. You never know when they might come in handy.
Yes, you keep them. Don't send them to me though.
Why do you gotta be so hateful at my hot women?
You can keep them.
They just try and make you happy. Dr. Duff Stuff, Rex, it is late as F. No, it's not. It's midnight. It's midnight, man. And I'm on vacation. My day is literally just starting. Here's him when he was actually, like, asleep at the house. When he actually just, like, passed out, which is so adorable. And there's other days where he just, like, sits, like, as a bunny. And he's just, like, super plump and fluffy. Oh, my God, so cute. You can tell I love my rabbit. But yeah, let's check out POS Hybrid's channel. To see. So it's not live right now, so what are people doing in his channel?
there was just like when I was there, only one person was chatting, but like there's a shitload of people in
Wow,
there.
there was a lot of people in that channel. Yeah, there's a staffer, a bunch of moderators. Yeah, if you ever see something like global moderator, staff, anything like that, those are people that work for Twitch. Or Amazon, I guess, in this instance. It's 11 where I am. Ah, so you're off in the West Coast. No, that's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, we're just chit-chatting today, just hanging out. Her and I might do something later today, right?
I'm not gonna be out much longer.
Oh, what the hell?
I gotta wake up at 6, and I slept past the alarm this morning.
Okay, but you'll be fine. You don't need to sleep that much. Like, you really take
Hey.
the sleeping thing a little bit too seriously. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Sleeping's a necessity for human beings.
That one's kind of up for debate, don't you think? Just a little bit.
No, not really.
Stuff not updating, man. I have no idea why, like, oh god. My alert system is so, like, broken right now, and we don't know why it's broken. And I really wish you could figure it out.
Who,
So,
me?
what do you have to do tomorrow then? Because tomorrow's your day off too.
I'm gonna do a lot of nothing tomorrow, probably.
So, are we playing games tomorrow, or what are we doing?
Yeah, I can play games tomorrow. I do need to go to the grocery store, so that's always an adventure.
Again.
I didn't go to yesterday or
Did
today.
you not just go grocery shopping last week?
No.
Okay, I can't stay up. So later, have a good. Okay, see you later, Dr. Duff Stuff. Thanks for popping in, man. Actually, speaking of Dr. Duff Stuff and viewers in general, I actually submitted my application for a partnership yesterday. Not gonna get it, but I put a lot of work into the actual description box to the point where I actually ran out of characters, where I actually had to take stuff out because my application was too long.
Good job. They're probably not gonna read any of it.
No, because you have to actually. I hope they do. God, I'm really mad if they don't. You know what's funny is the fact that the only thing I don't have, now mind you, it is a mega criteria for partnership, is the viewership numbers, but like everything else in cooperation with the views is like it's so extensive. So it'd be really nice to actually, like, you know, have them read and say like, okay, well, maybe it's a good investment kind of thing, but I doubt that's going to be what happens. What they're going to see is they're going to go look at the stats, be like, nope, and then just like close the application, send the rejection letter out. And some guy actually reported today that he got his partnership rejection letter, and it's really disheartening, which he's not wrong. His name was Omni Whip, and he was saying that he's been streaming for 2+ years, applied 4 times now. He hits all the criteria, but yeah, just they keep denying him partnership. And I will say this, Twitch staff do an incredibly poor job at giving you feedback. Just an abysmal job at handing out feedback. And oh my god, I am in the wrong freaking channel. No wonder this is so hard right now. Jesus. Yeah, I'm streaming under Smite.
Oops.
Okay. Well, it happens. Look, I tried working with a... Actually, I'm going to touch on this in a minute. But yeah, anyways, yeah, the Twitch staff just... They don't give any feedback. Like, it's like pulling teeth trying to get them to talk to you. In fact, anybody who works for a mega company like Amazon or Google, if you try and actually like get a hold of someone there who's not, you know, a call center staffer, it may as well try and find pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, because that's probably not going to happen either. It's very, very frustrating and super disheartening. Especially since you know so many people are trying to do that. Not maybe do it as a living, maybe, but you know, just so many people are trying to just hit this one little brass ring. And it's just becoming a gigantic pain in the butt.
Yeah, they probably, like you said, have like call center level of support or something.
Oh, they don't even have that. There's literally nowhere you can call. There's the only time you can even talk to a staffer is when you apply for a partnership and get rejected. That's the only time you can talk to a staffer. Other than that, you will never talk to anyone. And if you go to a convention, they probably still won't talk to you.
That's the worst.
It really is. It's very, very annoying to watch a big company be like that. But I do know that on a show called Dropped Frames, It Me JP was saying that his nephew, I want to say nephew, was saying that he wants to grow up to be a streamer just like JP. And JP took his parents aside, the kid's parents, and he's like, listen, you need to tell him this is probably not something he can do. He's like, there's 2.2 million streamers, 20,000 of them are partnered, and only maybe like a few hundred of them make a living on it, and a little bit of percentage of that few hundred make a good living on it. He's like, he's like, just don't, make sure you crush his hopes like now.
Well, that's not good.
No, it's true though. Like, don't, like, that's like saying, I'm gonna grow up to be Bill Gates. Statistically unlikely. Possibility, maybe, but statistically unlikely. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's not really like a realistic comparison because Bill Gates was all luck. Something called computers were just coming out, and he swindled his way into the top. You
He
know,
didn't swindle his way. He savvied the hell out his way into it. Bill Gates and Steve Allen, they worked hard to get where they were. Steve Allen wrote the bootstrapper for the Windows platform on the plane to meet with IBM.
that's crazy.
And do you know what the bootstrapper was originally written in?
No
Paper.
paper.
I'm dead serious. Because computers back then were essentially like punch cards. So he literally wrote the bootstrapper on paper. Like, he punched the holes for it, and it ran the Windows program, which kicked off their thing. So Bill Gates is a little bit of luck, but it was a lot of savviness that came along with it. Even streaming is a lot of luck. A lot of the people who got into streaming at the very start, Tally, Soda, they all started back when it was like a nothing, and people literally did it for fun.
Yeah.
So they were there when the whole thing took off. They were there to just ride that gravy train right into the horizon. To the point where now I've seen some streamers literally make more in 8 hours than some people will make in an entire year. How crazy is that?
That's crazy, and I'm probably one of those people that they make more money than.
Yeah, if your yearly income's like 18 grand a year, then yes. I've watched a streamer make $18,000 in 8 hours. And it even when I say it now, this happened like 4 months ago. Even when I say it now, it blows my mind. To think that somebody can make that much money.
It's so crazy.
It really is. But hey, when you're good at your job, you're good at your job, right? You get paid for skills and quality. In fact, speaking of skills and quality, one of my friends, like I was saying, is the number one South American or Central American streamer for a particular game. He's actually going to TwitchCon now, and he's going to go to he's going to be allowed to go to the partnership party and all that because he's a partnered streamer. But what sucks though is a lot of streamers don't like the partnership party anymore because they actually just let regular people into the party now. So they're like, it's pointless now. It's like literally nothing sets this party apart from anything else at TwitchCon.
So what's the point of it?
Exactly. That's precisely it. So nobody wants to go to it anymore. Which, that kind of sucks. It's like the partners who travel out to California and take time off of streaming or don't have all their gear to stream properly. They go to this thing and then they just have to mingle with freaking fans who are potatoes like crazy. Which I would be pretty annoyed if it was me. Yes? No?
I don't know. I mean, like, don't you want to know your fans?
I'll be honest, no. Not really. I'll be totally honest. There's some people I want to know, and those people who I want to know I talk to off of air. But the vast majority of them, no, not really. It's like, because you got to realize some fans are they're so annoying. They're either children or, they're just pretty much children. And it's like, no, you have like nothing to contribute to this conversation. In fact, it was funny because on Valentine's Day, I was sitting in the hallway waiting for my web development class to start. I think it was web development. Wait, was it? What day was Valentine's Day? The 14th?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tuesday. Yeah, so it was web development class. And yes, the class actually matters to me. I know it doesn't to anyone else, but it does to me. And anyways, waiting for web development class to start, and I'm chatting with a classmate, and then one of the other classmates walks up. I think he's like 17. He's one of these like little like computer savant children, but kind of socially awkward because he's a nerd. But I was talking to this classmate about these other nerds in this computer lab hangout area that the computer science department has. Okay. And these nerds were all talking about like having relations with people, and you know, they're being nerds trying to be awkward with each other, and the whole thing in and of itself was just completely awkward because I don't think any of them have. I don't think even the women have ever seen another naked person. So I'm talking. I'm talking to this one. I'm talking to him about these other nerds, and then this little 17-year-old nerd walks by. And he sits down and he's like, you know what else is really bad? Donald Trump. And I'm like, I looked at him like, shh. Stay out of this. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I'm like, no one cares about what media perspective you have on this subject. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about naked women right now, and you have no relation to this topic.
You're like, get out of here.
Pretty
You're gonna
much.
kill my boner.
Yeah.
With fucking Donald Trump.
Yeah, exactly. No one cares about what, like, I know you want to be edgy because you're 17 and you think, you know, politics is the way to go, but no. Shh. We're talking about naked people now. That's more important. Like, there's a hierarchy of these things. Naked people, skip a thing, everything else. Got it? Good. Oh, God. So, yeah. So that's why I have no desire to ever meet, like, with fans. That's pretty much the reason why, is stuff like that. Catch my drift?
I guess so, yeah.
Cool. Now, you know I've been working on my Beam.Pro stream quite a bit. And
Yeah, I'm in there right now.
yeah. And you've seen, like, on Twitch channels, you can have, like, panels for, like, your tip jar and your YouTube and your Twitter. Right?
Oh, sorry, yes. Sorry
Okay.
about that.
Beam.Pro has something similar to this. But by God, is it the single worst system I have ever seen in my life. If you look at my Twitch page, okay, and go down to the panels, they're all like relatively the same size. They don't look, you know, disproportionate. And then if you go to the Beam channel and scroll down, they're all these like big, massive pictures that won't resize themselves. And you try and resize them and they undo all your changes that you make to them. It's a horrific system. And I have no idea why Beam has this system in place.
I just submitted feedback on it.
Oh, good. Thank God. What'd you say?
No, I'm asking if you have.
Oh, yeah, I have. Oh, God, yes. I tweeted at them, be like, I love you guys, but I'm going to be 100% honest. Your panel system is absolute trash. And mind you, I can only fit 140 characters in, so not the most, you know, detailed explanation I could give, but still something. But I am going to do a whole video, probably on the Beam panel system. And there are some people who've got that system to work. If you know how to code in HTML, you can probably work with their system. But I only have a very minuscule amount of knowledge of HTML coding. And even the stuff I've used and I know works gets undone when I hit the save button. So I'm like, well, what's the point in this?
I mean, what do you need to know? Cascading style sheets or what?
No,
I mean,
you just need to know HTML. It doesn't even use CSS.
That should be easy. You can Google that shit.
I have Googled it, and I hit the save button, and nothing happens. Like, it will resize itself when I make the change, and then I hit save, and it goes right back to where it was. I'm like, I don't know if their save button is like an undo button, but that's not what that button's supposed to do. Very frustrating, very annoying to see that come out of a big company owned by Microsoft nowadays.
you're probably just missing something in there.
I don't really think so. I'd be surprised if I was. In fact, you don't even upload your photos to Beam.pro. You have to put them on an image hosting site and then import them from the image hosting site. It's like it's a facepalm level of sad for that. Like it should be so much better than what it is. Good talk.
I'm here. I told you I'm having an allergy attack right now.
Oh god, you need to stock your house with medicine. You should always have medicine in your house.
Now go away or I shall taunt you a second time.
I like my soundboard. I'm actually
Okay, by the way, your Beam.pro overlay still says Twitch.tv's only.
I know.
Sure,
I have to
talk
I have to change it, but you have to remember, like, they're on two separate computers. So they actually use different JPEG files, like separate JPEG files. So I actually have to like go into the overlay Photoshop file, create a one for specifically for Beam, and then push that to the other computer. So it's something I just noticed, and I'm going to have to change, and I just don't feel like changing it.
Yeah, you definitely need to change that.
Why? I am Twitch's only true talk show. We can go on an adventure right now and prove it. Let's go on an adventure.
I think Darling Girl's online.
No, she's not. No one likes Darling Girl. She's pretty much a baked potato incarnate. Wow. Okay. That is... I'm going to have to change... I have to put an overlay for this, too. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So let's go see who's in the Gaming Talk Show channel right now. And yes, I moved into Gaming Talk Shows because IRL is just becoming too cam girly. I can't compete in that channel anymore. But let's take a look and see what's happening here. So here's this handsome devil. We got 2 or 3 people on a couch. We got a guy not speaking English. We got a channel that's offline. A channel that's offline. Some person, I think, watching YouTube. A guy dressed as a girl. Somebody playing an RPG of some variety. Asian streamer. Dude might be chit-chatting. Playing a maze. Playing a game. Looking at games. That's a 24/7 feed. Playing a game. Eating. Playing a game. Moon. And offline. Yep.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, so, no, I still stand by the fact I am Twitch's only talk show, and I am not going to be apologetic for that. I'm going to stand by that claim until it stops being true. Even right now, when I would say probably not my, like, best show I've ever done, still more entertaining than people who are in the Gaming Talk Show channel right now. What do you think? You agree? I think you agree.
Sure, why not?
If I say the name Samsung to you, what do you think about?
Smartphones.
Okay, fair enough. What smartphones in particular?
Like the HTC and stuff like that.
Okay. Do you remember the Galaxy Note 7S from this year?
Well,
This
I
year?
mean, I
Last
know
year?
what Galaxy Notes are. I had one a while back, but like I haven't like had one recently.
You work in technology, right?
Not a lot of people use those. Everybody uses iDevices.
No, they really don't. In fact, Apple's losing like market share like crazy right now with that. Wow. Okay. Samsung last year put out the Samsung Galaxy Note 7S, a smartphone that caught fire. So they recalled it, changed out the battery, sent new ones out, caught fire. And not like bad PR fire, I mean like literal flames fire. So they had to recall all of the phones, and people were still like not wanting to return their phone. So they actually had to put patches out that shut the phones down, so people would have to like stop using them. In fact, they became what what's the flight thing called? TSA, something like that. TSA. They became a flight risk. Okay, pretty much because they were like little portable bombs.
That's crazy.
Uh-huh. It was a huge thing. How you never heard about it, I have no idea. But they had to finally recall all the phones. And they were like, what are we going to do about this? Because they lost, I think it was like $26 billion in market cap, I believe, over this whole incident. But now a report is coming out saying Samsung will reportedly sell refurbished Galaxy Note 7S phones. So what they're going to do is they're going to put a smaller battery in it so it doesn't catch fire. So according to reports, Samsung has some 2.5 million Galaxy Note S7S's left over after using 20,000 or so up in testing to determine the problem. The refurbished devices will have new cases and batteries with a capacity between 3,000 and 3,200 milliamp hours, which is smaller than the initial 3,500 milliamp hours that it originally came with. So you will be able to still buy your S7, but you're just going to get a smaller battery. But leave it to Samsung to try and make lemons out of fiery, horrible, acidic lemonade.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I
That's
can't believe I haven't heard that story either. That's like, it seems kind of big.
Yeah, it was huge, and if you haven't heard about it, that means you need to read more news. At least go on Reddit. Like, that's what I do. I just go to Reddit every day and just click on news and see what happens. See what's happening in the world.
Show me some subreddits that you go to. Like send them to me.
No. I just go to the front page of Reddit. Because when you sign up for Reddit, you're automatically subscribed to like the basics, like news, jokes, all that. So I just go sort front page of Reddit and I just go read what's there. But the only ones I personally subscribe to are Overwatch, like AWWWW, and I think Twitch. And those are the only ones I actually subscribe to personally. They're great though. I love Reddit. Reddit's so awesome. Actually, still kicking myself. It took me this long to get to using the site.
I bet you look up porn on Reddit too.
Nope, never once.
Oh, really?
Never once. Didn't even think about looking up adult content on Reddit. In fact, actually, do they even have adult content on Reddit?
I think they do, yeah. They used to, at least.
This is amazing. Somebody posted on the Twitch subreddit forums 10 ways to scare off a potential viewer. Hang on. Before we go and read this dude's article, let's see how big his channel is.
Okay.
What do you want to bet partnered streamer or unpartnered streamer?
Unpartnered. And can I see the link?
Oh yeah, sure. Here you go. I need to find my Discord. 3 monitors is not enough. I need like 5. There you go. Okay, ready? Here we go. Okay, so you're betting unpartnered streamer. I'm still waiting for your vlog channel. Aw. That's fair. Okay, let's go check this dude out. He
is unpartnered.
Unpartnered, 588 followers, only 60 following. Dude's essentially a baked potato trying to give out stream advice. Uses a Snowball, a very well-for AMD 6300 PC with 8 gigs of RAM and a GTX 960 superclock. Dude doesn't know anything. Dude needs to be quiet, but let's read his post anyway. So, here is the post just for you. So, been a Twitch veteran for quite some time now. No, you're not. Here's a few things in no particular order that generally keep me from watching new streamers. Those two have no relation to each other, but okay, let's go here. Number 1, make your stream about money, soliciting, and zealous donation goals. That is actually very true. Be overly negative. That is not true. Try to piggyback off someone else's success. That is also not true. Play a game that you don't enjoy. That one has some merit, but can be up for debate. Have an annoying...
That's actually not true.
Having an annoying and headache-inducing Microsoft Paint graphics. Literally don't know anyone that has that. Not a single person. Don't talk to people in chat. that one's up for debate. Have a really inconsistent schedule, that's more on the true side. Be completely silent and don't speak whatsoever, that's touch and go. That one's up for debate. And be incredibly vulgar. Based on your gender, that one is also up for debate. Now, I think you probably have more to say about that one than I do.
I think no, I don't agree with that one either. I think that one's incorrect.
Okay, so you're looking at this. Which ones do you agree with? Well, let's go through and we'll see one by one. Which ones you agree with, which ones I agree with, and which ones we say are either wrong or just up for debate.
Okay, well, I think number one is kind of true depending on who you are, but you see those girls, the boob streamers that have like the donation goals and they get the money. So I think that just depends on who you are.
Yeah, well, I think he's saying like streamers who are just all about the money, like they actually like advertise, like hey, hit that tip jar down below, like those type of people.
I got you.
Yeah, I think he's talking about those kind of people, or like how Darling Girl has like $2,000 to keep me streaming by buying me a new computer. I think like those type of like potato streams is what he's talking about.
Right, but again, she's getting the money, so
not really. She's been hovering at that same amount for quite a while now. I bet you she has not gained a single dollar since the last time I saw her. In fact, last time she was either somewhere at like $300 or $500. Like she was not doing. She was sitting at that number for a long time. Let's see here, Darling Girl. There she is, and she is sitting at. Actually, she reset her goal to $50 now for a cosplay.
Okay, then.
That's kind of sad. Okay, so we say number one is wrong. We say number one is right to a degree, but mostly, is mostly right, actually. I'm wrong. Being overly negative. What do you think about that one?
I don't agree with that. One of the streamers I watch, White Wolf.
Okay.
They and I think you've seen me watching him before. They are massively negative. Like I come in there and we just troll the. It's all about trolling the streamer and just like he talks crap about his friends, and nothing is like meant to be too serious, but it's so much negativity you could cut it with a knife, and he does pretty good.
Okay, well, then, is he a partner streamer?
No, but in a short period of time, he's made some pretty good ground, so I think he might make it.
Okay, cool. Try to piggyback off someone else's success. I think this is just totally wrong.
I'm not sure I understand that one.
So I don't think I fully understand it either, but streams that are, I don't know, maybe like I think maybe he's saying like you're chasing somebody else's stream. Like say, let's take like Soda Poppin'. Is he still streaming right now? No, he's not. Okay, so Soda Poppin' was playing Resident Evil 7 earlier today. And say like you're only streaming Resident Evil 7 because Soda's in Resident Evil 7, so you're trying to piggyback off his success.
I don't agree with that one.
You think that one's wrong?
Definitely.
Yeah. Playing a game you don't enjoy.
On a personal level, I would agree with that one, but some of the most successful, like, I saw a panel with, Tiger Rider on it, and it was several successful streamers, and only one of them said he only plays games that he enjoys. The rest of them are like, no, we play what we gotta play.
There you go, man. Being honest, I commend that. Having an annoying or headache-inducing Microsoft Paint graphic. Have you ever seen anyone with that?
I don't even know what that means.
You make conversations hard. I don't know. I guess he's saying like people who draw their overlays in Microsoft Paint. Okay, the answer to this one's no. We're just gonna say no.
Yeah, pretty much no.
Don't talk to people in chat.
Probably a yes on that one.
Take your regulars for granted. Oh, I missed one altogether.
Take them for granted in what way?
I don't know. He's the one who put the total vagueness out there. Okay, we're just gonna pass over that. have a really inconsistent schedule. I would actually kind of agree with this one.
That one's probably like the most true thing he said out of any of this.
Yeah. Being completely silent and don't speak whatsoever.
That's probably a bad idea too.
It's a bad idea, but I still think you could pull in an audience. Like, if you ever look at somebody like Soda Pop, and there's times he's not speaking to chat, but he's still really entertaining. Like, he's dead silent while he's trying to focus. Even Dan's Gaming, one of the most popular streamers on Twitch TV, has that. So I don't totally agree with that at all. And then we have be incredibly vulgar. I don't know at what level he means incredibly vulgar, but yeah. I think that one's
Again, that one's way wrong. That's like that one shouldn't even be on there. It's so wrong.
Yeah. Honestly, so many streamers popping up nowadays. The thing I appreciate is the most originality. Finding someone who actually stands out from the crowd is a good way to always be is always a nice surprise. Okay. Here we go. Here's the responses people put. Call out every single person in your chat. Lurkers want to lurk, yo. Well, that one I actually agree with. You call out lurkers, people do tend to leave your chat like immediately. Let's see here. When I first started looking at Twitch, I spent a lot of time looking at smaller channels to see what they might be able to do better. One of the first channels I watched, the broadcaster was playing Super Meat Boy. I said hello in chat and didn't get a reply. I sat patiently for about 5 minutes and heard an occasional dissatisfied grunt until finally the broadcaster managed to die at a critical moment. Said fuck or said F a solid 10 times. Turned off their broadcast. One of my earliest lessons on Twitch: don't be that guy.
Nice.
I agree with that. I can agree with that. I swear a good deal. What is too vulgar? Okay, well, fair enough. So yeah, I think this guy's just totally, absolutely wrong. Like, dude could not be more off the mark than where he's at right now.
Maybe he's just bitter because he's like a quote unquote veteran of Twitch and he's still not partnered and whatever.
Well,
and
I'm sorry that you haven't even broken 1,000 followers yet, dude. That's kind of on you. Maybe you should try doing some of those things that you don't like people doing and see how that works out. What could you really lose at this stage?
Exactly.
Okay. I think, wow, I've already been going for an hour. I think this is a good spot to end the daily chat at. I'm going to keep playing games after this, but I think this is a good spot to end at. So, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like the channel that you're watching this on, hit that follow button. It should be somewhere up here. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe button somewhere down there. And other than that, guys, I've been Rex. That's been Winter, and this has been Daily Chat episode 53. I will see all of you guys tomorrow. Bye.